Seekers of greatness, dreamers of the impossible, and action takers on the path to success. I'm Daniel Craig Johnson, and I'm amped to be your personal guide on this exhilarating journey to self-discovery, business mastery, and life transformation. Strap in because you're about to blast through barriers, obliterate limitations, and sculpt the life you've dreamt of. Hello everybody, welcome back on the Success Blueprint, and can you believe it, this is part 7 already of our 10 points on what highly intelligent people do different. This series is so exciting, it was a lot of work, but it was rewardful. I really enjoyed this journey so far. We got 3 more to go after this, but I hope that you listen to all the other ones. If not, go back, take a look at all of them. You will enjoy them. I'm really excited about this little video that I found, and I think expanding on each and every point and going a bit deeper and handing out some free tools and a bit of advice and some things that come from my own experience made this journey so much more exciting. This is part 7, and it's called Failure is the New Success, and how intelligent people learn from their mistakes. So let's not waste time and get right into it. You stare at that screen. Your heart is pounding as your finger hovers over that send button. You've spent hours crafting an email to your boss explaining how you made a mistake that cost the company a major client. Your stomach churns at the thought of admitting failure. But you know deep down that owning up to your mistake is the only way to grow. So congratulations, you're on your way to becoming highly successful. The truth is, failure is the new success. Intelligent, forward-thinking people know that imperfection and mess-ups are inevitable on the path to progress. They face flops head-on, learn from their blunders, and emerge stronger as a result. If you want to achieve great things, it's time to start celebrating your failures instead of hiding from them. Success is sweet, but failure is your friend if you have the courage to learn from it. Of course, you don't want to make mistakes all the time, but they will happen, and then you have to own up to them. That's the way that it works. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Whether in work, your personal life, your relationships, friendships, no matter where you are, mistakes will happen. We live in a world of uncertainty, and this is a time where you have to embrace it because nothing else is going to make you progress and grow. So let's talk about the fear of failure and why highly intelligent people do not struggle to admit their mistakes. The fear of failure holds so many people back from reaching their full potential. But successful people know that failure is simply how we learn. They embrace mistakes and imperfections instead of running from them. You have to show up and take responsibility for your failures. Don't make excuses or blame others. Own it. Admit when you're wrong and commit to doing better the next time. Your willingness to accept and learn from failures shows how much you value growth. Failure does feel terrible in the moment. I know, I feel you, but it makes you stronger and wiser. Each time you stumble, you gain valuable experience that will help ensure future success. Don't see failure as a permanent state. It's just a temporary setback on the road to progress. The truth is, nobody is perfect. We all mess up, make poor choices, and wish we could have a do-over. But failure only becomes permanent when you give up. As long as you get back up, brush yourself off, and try again, you haven't really failed at all. You're simply learning. So I want you to stop fearing failure and start embracing it. Take more risks, push outside your comfort zone, fail fast and fail often. Each mistake and misstep will bring you closer to success. Failure is not the end, it's just the beginning of growth. So what do you get out of owning your mistakes and failures? Admitting when you've messed up isn't easy, but owning your mistakes and failures can be hugely rewarding. Learn and grow. Every stumble is an opportunity to become wiser and better. Analyzing your mistakes helps you identify weaknesses and make improvements, allowing you to evolve into a stronger, smarter person. Growth only happens outside your comfort zone, so don't be afraid to step out and take risks. Build stronger relationships. When you openly admit faults and take responsibility for your actions, it builds trust and strengthens your connections with others. People will appreciate your honesty and transparency. Covering up errors often does more harm than good and damages relationships in the long run. It's a trust thing. It reduces anxiety and stress. Constantly worrying about appearing perfect places enormous pressure on yourself. Letting go of that need to always be right relieves stress and allows you to live more freely. Nobody is perfect. Learn to accept yourself, flaws and all. Take that mask off, take that second skin off, and just be damn real. Inspire others. Owning up to mistakes in a sincere, meaningful way can be inspiring. Your willingness to be vulnerable shows courage and integrity, setting an example for others. People will respect you for having the guts to say when you were wrong. While failure and mistakes never feel good in the moment, choosing to view them as learning opportunities and stepping stones to growth is life-changing. Have the courage to speak your truth. Learn the lessons. Pick yourself back up and move forward. That is the path to progress. So what are some strategies to overcome perfectionism and embracing imperfection? Well, to overcome all of that, try these things. Accept that mistakes are inevitable. The sooner you realize that mistakes are an inevitable part of life, the happier you'll be. No one is perfect, so stop holding yourself to an impossible standard. Learn to appreciate your imperfections. They make you human. Focus on growth rather than perfection. Stop catastrophizing. When you make a mistake, avoid negative self-talk, like I'm such a failure. This will only make you feel worse and stall your progress. Mistakes are rarely as catastrophic as we imagine. Try to maintain a balanced perspective. Take a few deep breaths and look at the situation objectively. The world is not ending just because you messed up. Learn from your mistakes. The only way you truly fail if you don't learn from your mistakes. View each mistake as an opportunity to grow. Ask yourself, what can I improve? What will I do differently next time? Then put what you've learned into action. This is how progress happens. With each mistake, you're becoming smarter and better equipped to succeed. Share your mistakes with others. Admitting when you were wrong can be tough, but it's also liberating. Talk about your mistakes with people you trust. Let others learn from your experiences and allow them to support you. You will likely find that they have made similar mistakes. Bonding over imperfections can help build closer relationships, and in sharing, we overcome the stigma of imperfection. Owning up to mistakes takes courage, but it is essential for growth. Learn to embrace imperfections in yourself and in others. When you stop fearing failure, you open yourself up to progress. Mistakes will still happen, but how you respond to them will make all the difference in overcoming perfectionism. Success is not about avoiding mistakes, but learning from them. How to have courageous conversations about your failures. Having those courageous conversations about your mistakes and failures is essential for growth. As intelligent, driven people, admitting imperfections can be difficult, but confronting your shortcomings head-on will allow you to learn and improve. And here, I want to give you some tips for discussing your failures with courage and grace. Own each and every one of your mistakes. Take responsibility for your failures and be transparent about what went wrong. Say something like, I made a mistake here and I want to own up to it. People will respect your honesty and accountability. Focus on lessons, not blame. Rather than accusing others, examine what you can learn. Ask yourself, what can I improve for next time? Share these insights openly and objectively. People will appreciate your solution-oriented approach. Share specifics, not excuses. Discuss exactly what went wrong in a straightforward, matter-of-fact manner. Don't make excuses or beat around the bush. Say, here's what I did and how it led to this failure. Your candor and willingness to delve into details will build trust. Highlight growth. While admitting faults, also share how you've grown from them. For example, say I learned a valuable lesson here that will help me improve. Discussing your progress will reassure others and keep the conversation constructive. Stay positive and balanced. Approach the discussion with optimism, empathy, and fairness. A positive, balanced attitude will make others more open to a sincere exchange of ideas. Say, I see this as an opportunity to learn and do better the next time. Your positivity will encourage a productivity dialogue. Having courageous conversations about failures requires transparency, accountability, and a desire to improve. By following these principles, you can turn your mistakes into valuable learning opportunities and build trust through honest communication. Though difficult, confronting your imperfections will ultimately make you smarter, stronger, and better equipped for success. So how do you turn failures into success? I want to give you some key takeaways for learning and growth. Failure is simply feedback in disguise. The way you view your mistakes and missteps will determine your ability to grow into your full potential. Intelligent, successful people know that failure is inevitable, so why fear it? Instead, embrace your failures and use them as an opportunity to learn. See failure as temporary, that's important. Failure is never permanent unless you give up, I say that. Have an optimistic mindset that any current failures or setbacks are just temporary. You have the power to learn from your mistakes and try again. With hard work and perseverance, you absolutely can succeed. So I want you to stay determined. Learn from your mistakes and don't make them again. Share your failures with other people. Take action. The most important step is using your failures as motivation to try again. Now that you have new knowledge and insights, put them into action. Failure only becomes permanent if you do nothing with the lessons learned. Have the courage to pick yourself back up, make a new plan, and take another shot at your goal. You can do it. The path to success is paved with failures and mistakes. That's the way it is. Learn to view them as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. With an attitude of growth, determination, and persistence, you can turn any failure into a future success. The only true failure is giving up. So you never give up. You get up, you move forward. That's how you do it. Resilience. Bouncing back, bouncing with, bouncing forward. That's all that really truly matters. So that was the episode about how openly admitting mistakes and taking responsibility for failures is the hallmark of a growth mindset and therefore highly intelligent people. The most successful people in life embrace imperfections and see failures as learning opportunities rather than embarrassments. Now you're equipped with some strategies and insights to overcome your fear of being wrong. Start by acknowledging your mistakes openly without excuses or blame. Apologize sincerely when needed and commit to doing better the next time. View failures as stepping stones to success rather than endpoints. Learn from your errors and use them as motivation to improve. Success is never achieved without failure along the way. You have everything it takes to achieve great things if you're willing to fail forward. So go on, make those mistakes, learn those lessons, and become the intelligent, enlightened person you were meant to be. Fail by fail, success by success. Now I want you to get up off your bum and start failing forward. That was it. Episode number 7 of our series. We got 3 more to go. I'm really excited. I can't wait to hear you in the next one. Please don't forget, rate and review the podcast. Please share it with just one person. Help me to get more people to be part of the tribe. And most importantly, what really helps me, what helps us together as a tribe to grow through the Apple algorithm is subscribing. So hit that subscribe button. If you don't know how to do these things, subscribe or rate and review on any podcasting platform. I don't know where you are. Then just drop me a message. I will send you a step-by-step guide how to do that. But most importantly, subscribe. I will be forever grateful. I hope that you have a good day. And that's Daniel Craig Johnson on the Success Blueprint, your host. Take care.